Good afternoon and welcome everyone. I am Gary Godsoe and welcome to Velocity Online Racing's coverage of round 9 of season 13 of the VOR Signature Series, the IndyCar Championship, as we come to you today from Homestead Miami Speedway just outside of Vice City for the Homestead Miami 300, where today we are likely to crown a champion with still one race to go this season. Joining me as always in the booth is Kyle Klendworth. Clendy, welcome back to southern Florida. And in the middle of the swamplands, we decided to build a racetrack. The decision today is pretty much going to be who's going to be the champion, and that's pretty much Luis Nunez. Round 9 of 10, the penultimate round of the VOR IndyCar Championship for season 13 underway. Matt Wagner, Strauss, Forsyth, and now Stout makes up a position. They are all barreling down in the one. Ooh, Bennyworth way up in the wall. Now you got to wonder what Stout's going to do if he gets to Wagner.
Everyone is all swamped together is to make sure that you offset your wings and you get clean air to create maximum downforce on your Dallara. We have a battle for the lead from Strauss.
He really wanted the lead. Luis Nunez purple lap that time by as they're still coming up to speed. Goes under Hugo, now under Christensen, and gets another 2 positions. Stout purple lap that time by. Gonna take a peek to the inside on the lower banking there. This is progressively banked oval. There's higher banking up top. I don't think they were expecting Nunez to be up with them so quickly, and there he is. He's looking for another position. Bennyworth to the inside of Lovern. Oh, Solage up in the wall. And now he's trying to shake it off there. Oh, and that's not going to work for Solage as he gets loose off a 2 and almost collects a number of cars in the process, but he noses into the wall. Maybe light damage on the nose, but we're under caution here at lap 17. Pace car bounces off the apron as it comes to pit road. Julian brings him up to speed, and we're already battling for third as Stout takes a peek. But now Stout defends to the inside and throws some major shade at Murphy, preventing Murphy from getting on by. I'm sure that's not going to make Murph happy. There's Luis Nunez down low, picking off another one of the Altena Autosports cars. He's taking a peek at Lovern, not going to be able to get to the position. Tucks back in. Now we're going to go possibly 3 wide through 3 and 4.
That's going to be those old tires. Christensen's going to get in dirty air here, and he's going to start falling back faster and faster. The 19-lap fresher tires that everyone else has are going to make them look like they're in a different class of vehicle.
Wow. And Julian takes off at the lead. You just saw him set a purple lap, even though he has those older tires.
Christensen split the middle of 3 wide. Forsyth on the bottom. No trauma, no drama. Sort of all the way.
No, just a matter of just a matter of a couple of laps starting this race, starting the stint. Christensen now back to 8th as he's going to get passed on the high side and the low side from Nunez. So Christensen, just in a matter of laps, restarts 2nd and is now back to 10th. Caution on the racetrack.
Oh, trouble out of turn 4.
Bostic Solage again, not having a great day. He did get into the wall right before. Kind of similar to what we saw him when he hit the wall the first time. And just before the caution comes out, he had a nose ahead.
Timed that one perfectly.
Forsyth.
Wagner actually got wing damage on pit road, and it took him an extra 5 seconds. He came over comms and said he had a busted front wing. So
okay, we did not see anything change on that car. 3 wide down the front stretch. They get situated very quickly. Wagner on the move, down low under Hugo Galez.
The roles have reversed the next lap. Galez on the bottom, going to clear himself up in front of Wags.
Oh, Wags uses the banking and crosses him over. You saw Luis Nunez kind of adjust his line a little bit, and you're right, Wagner is there. We got a 3-way battle here for 7th spot. It is Bennyworth, Nunez, and Wagner. Whoa, Bennyworth, now we're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch. Does Wagner thread the needle? No, he goes to the bottom, and he gets both positions.
2 for 1 special at Wagner Depot. Get them in turn 1 while they're hot.
Strauss and Forsyth side by side through 3 and 4. Here comes Nunez to the bottom side of Wagner. He's going to clear him.
Oh, Oh, he drives it into 3 pretty deep. Uses all of the banking all the way up to the high line. And Nunez still clears him even with dirty air. Forsythe sticks it on his side pod. They're going to be almost side by side, nose to tail coming out of the pits here.
Yeah, they are. Murph just cuts right in front of him. He says, nope, I got this position. And they're both on the access road where it's very slippery, no banking. Got to be very careful coming up the speed down here. You can lose the car very easily. Murph and Altena, I think, are going to start racing. There's some caution on the racetrack. Bart and the Dixon car coming off of 2. The Wags coming in, Julian coming in, and I think that's it. Oh, Nunez taking a peek to the inside of Murph, and Murph was not giving him any inches whatsoever. Slams the door. Stout going to the bottom, trying to break the draft.
Murphy loves to see it. He gets to feed Nunez, his competitor, dirty air, and then have somebody he loves racing with, Forsythe, right behind him. This time, he leads dirty air to Forsythe. Murph's taking no prisoners. 3 wide in turn 3. Look out, Hugo Gallas gets in the back of Dan Ench.
Dan Ench has a meatball flag as a result of that, so he's coming to pit road.
He got his rears knocked out of alignment. Tim Van Gastel's come in for an additional round of service as well.
He got a black flag coming to pit road, I think. And Julian's going to get a little aid from the draft. This time from Wagner down the backstretch, so he will be able to hold his position on Bennyworth and get the position into 3 and 4. Wagner does the same thing as Wagner's now 7th. Wagner and Silvazzi side by side. Boy, the whole all up and down the top 10 right now, pretty active. Sarah to the inside now. Silvazzi again down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Oh, Tessera just slides up and inches away. He had to do a big lift. Julian goes to the bottom. He might get this position. In fact, I think he does. He is clear. He's going to slam the door. And Tessera with the big lift to keep it off. Silvazzi costs him a position.
Stout leaving the access road, and Wagner is coming off of turn 2. They'll be in direct contact with one another, but the edge will go to Stout. And with these fresher tires, Wagner is going to have a very hard time catching and passing him. His undercut may net him 2nd here, though, for the time being.
Wags jumps Murph as well. So Nunez stays out, leads a lap, gets a little extra bonus point for those. 166 at 200, so final stop of the race is occurring right now. Julian losing the lead. Carl Stout back to the top. Carl has pretty much dominated this day. Murph gets around Stout. Stout, into the
Stout
wall.
is damaged. First experience. Murphy knows. Just gotta hold the steering wheel straight.
There almost was an incident there, but Murphy now your leader with 25 to go, and he has himself a 2-second lead over Forsythe. He is there. He's going to commit to the high side. Greg decides to stay low. Julian's going to get a little bit of a draft assist down the front stretch. Julian's now going to go to the inside. Craig just holds his line, accepts his fate, going to 3rd. Julian's going to get a big run down the backstretch. He's going to get even closer. Christensen leaves the racetrack. Now it's, I think Hugo Gallas also did the same. So now clear racetrack to decide it. Coming to 2 to go, and Julian's going to be there.
I think it might be too little too late for the Flying Dutchman. You got Mr. Old and Slow up front, but Julian sends it into turn 1, ripping the fence.
0.3 of a second, 0.2 of a second now is the gap. Julian going to get a big run on the high side, coming off of 4, coming to the white flag. Last lap here at Homestead, Miami. Your leader, Mark Murphy, Julian Altena, 1st and 2nd into turn 1.
Serious case of tortoise in the hare here. The overcut versus splitting the race into quarters. It's going to come down to the final turn. Whose tires will last? Will it be Altena or Murphy?
The man's been poking for a win for so long, and he's come home bridesmaid many times here recently since getting his championship in the Velocity Online Racing Series, and he gets the win here, breaking the long dry spell at Homestead. Your winner, Mark Murphy, Julian Altina second, and Craig Forsyth brings it home on the bottom step for yet another podium for the Canadian. And Mark Murphy with the win. This is his sixth career win here in Velocity Online Racing, and he has now tied Craig Forsyth. The career wins leader is still Jesper. Then it's Alex Van de Sant. There's a tie for third between Bruno and Julian.